Hello everyone, my name is Roya, and today I am going to tell you all about the oldest books on my TBR. So this is not oldest in terms of publication date, because that would definitely be very different. I mean the ones the books that have been on my TBR the longest that I still have not read. Or in this case, really, it's the books that I even own that I still haven't read that I've had the longest. So really, there are three books that I have had since 2015. They're the only three books that I've had that long, since literally 2015, that I still have not read. And then I did pick out another couple of them that I got in like 2016, that type of thing. So, and I do have a few more books to add later on, but for this video, for the sake of this video, I'm keeping it a little bit short and just picking like a few books, and I'm going to talk about them and kind of see. I'm gonna give myself maybe like a month or so to read them. This video is basically mostly like motivation for myself to just read them, and then I will make a later video kind of talking about my thoughts on each of them and what I should, what I actually thought, if they actually ended up being really good and why did I wait so long, or if they ended up being awful or something like that. I have no idea. So firstly, I'm going to talk about The Bone Season by Samantha Shannon. This is a book that I initially got it because there was a sale or something like forever ago, and I got three books and I read the other two right away, and then I just never read this one. So this is a book that was also very hyped on booktube back when I first started, but like I don't feel like a whole lot of people talk about it anymore, because I guess the rest of the the rest of the series just did not quite live up to this one. They were just not as good, people are saying, I guess, and there were just a lot, there were a lot of things about this one too that came up that a lot of people were just not really that into. But anyway, I still want to read it. Don't know if I'll necessarily keep it, but I have a lot of books that I feel like once I read them, if they don't become like a favorite or something, I might not necessarily keep them. So anyway, so this is a book that I really need to get to, and I don't know just why I never read it back then. I just didn't. The Alienist by Caleb Carr. This is a book that I got forever ago, like I said, and I actually did at one point read the first chapter, and it was actually really good, and then I stopped reading it, and then I just never picked it up back up again, and I'm not sure why. It's really weird. So I really do want to read this book, but I've been so unmotivated to get to it. I don't know why, and I really need to just hurry up and read it so that this doesn't hang around unread on my shelf forever. The last book of the three that I got in 2015 and I still have not read is King's Dragon by Kate Elliott. This is a book that I have heard really good things about. I got it because it was literally $1 at a store, and so anyway, I really want to read it, but I just really have not had as much of a motivation to get to it. I do also have its sequel, Prince of Dogs, that I got literally right after. I think it was like 2016 that I got this one. So for the purposes of this video, for like the oldest books on my TBR, I'm also counting this one like with that one, basically, because it is the second book in the series, and I also I have had it almost that long. Then I have another couple of books that I'm pretty sure it was 2016 that I got them in. So firstly, A Ministry of Peculiar Occurrences by Pip Valentine and T. Morris. This was a book that was initially recommended to me by my friend Emily Hornberg, who no longer has a booktube channel, but she's an author. She's writing some badass books. But anyway, this was a recommendation from her forever ago. I have been wanting to get to it, and I just never ended up reading it. So, and it's not even that long of a book. I really need to just hurry up and read it. And last, Quantum Thief by Hanurajan Niemi. This is a book that I actually got because Winks from the channel Winks and Ink, she's not really making that many videos anymore or anything, but anyway, was having a was doing a book box and was raising funds for the production of that book box. And so I donated to the Kickstarter and got a book box, and it had this book in it. And it sounds really good, but I just never read it. I don't know why, because I have so many other books that I want to read, so I just didn't read it. And so basically what's weird too about my having these books that long and still not getting to them is that I really did not acquire that many books. Back then in 2015, 2016, I was largely getting stuff from the library. I really was not buying books hardly at all. And I also just really did not get sent very many books from publishers or authors or anything for review either back then. And yet still I have books from back then that I somehow never got to, even though it's not like I had a ton of books like I do now. Like right now I have a lot of books on my TBR solely because I do actually acquire books for review, and I do actually buy some books now and again. So anyway, yeah, I don't know. So anyway, those are the books that for the purposes of this video are the ones that have been on my TBR the longest. So I'm going to read them, and then in a later video I'm going to share my thoughts on them, and then yeah, we can find out whether I really should have read them sooner or whether I really should have read them sooner. I don't know. Anyway, so thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you've read any of these, which ones I should start with, and if you've yeah, if you have any thoughts on any of them. And then also let me know what your oldest book, like what you've had on your TBR the longest. And I will see you very soon with a new video. Bye.